Before we get started, make sure to turn on post notification and subscribe to the channel. 10 wrestling factions fans want to see in WWE. Number 10. The OG Bullet Club. It is fairly surprising that WWE hasn't ever pulled the trigger on creating the original Bullet Club on the main roster. Putting the club together with both Finn Balor and AJ Styles would be fantastic and a great way to use all 4 men. WWE has teased the use of it, with the OG Bullet Club being added to some of Balor's clothing, and he and Styles have had small runs alongside the club, respectively. But the company has never gone all out to put them together. Given how talented all 4 men are, and the fact they all have chemistry together, it is hopefully something WWE will look to do, potentially after the next draft, which may see them all placed on the same show together. Number 9. A real Wyatt family. The Wyatt family had real potential to be one of the best factions in wrestling, and while it was very good, the fact that they were never given the big push they deserved certainly hurt them and pulled them back. If WWE could bring another Wyatt family together when Bray makes his return to TV, it could be the start of something special. With Wyatt on the microphone and others doing his bidding, it could create fantastic TV and a faction not to be messed with. Potentially linking up with Sanity or using the upcoming debut of Lars Sullivan, there are plenty of people who could fit into Wyatt's faction and make a big impact, as long as the group was booked right. Number 8. A broken universe. Even though Matt Hardy is seemingly retired from in-ring competition, the Broken Warrior has teased that his career isn't over just yet, and if he has more to offer, then that time should be spent dedicated to a full-on Broken Universe. Even if Matt can't compete in the ring, there's no reason he can't be used as an on-screen personality alongside his brother, bringing the Broken Universe and all of its crazy glory to the WWE world for the first time. The WWE Network moments have worked well, so it's clear that fans are interested in seeing it, and it appears that WWE finally has the rights to use the trademarks, so the company would be foolish not to make it happen, even if it's just a lengthy WWE Network series. Number 7. The Kevin Owens Show. Put Kevin Owens with anyone and you're guaranteed to create some entertaining magic. Look at his work with either Sami Zayn or Chris Jericho, and you can see just how fun Owens can be within a group dynamic. Kevin Owens is one of WWE's best on the microphone, and therefore having him be the lead talker of a faction is a smart idea. And the fact that he can either work as a heel or someone who can get the fans behind him also benefits WWE's creative team. It is likely he'll be put into a tag team with Zayn again when they're both fit, as the tag team division desperately needs a boost, and a full-on tag team run for both of them would be a brilliant and entertaining way to do that. Number 6. Team Angle. Team Angle is one of those factions that is often remembered with incredible fondness, despite the fact that the group wasn't actually around together for that long, which shows just how good the faction was during its time. WWE now has Kurt Angle back, and certainly has a chance to pull off Team Angle one more time, with Kurt in a more management role, only wrestling when needed in order to protect his health, but also make his wrestling remain a big deal. Using American Alpha would have been the ideal situation for this, and WWE could have even drafted in Shelton Benjamin if a third in-ring talent was really needed on a consistent basis. And hopefully if Jordan gets cleared, this is a faction the company will consider. Number 5. The Elite. One group that WWE fans are desperate to see pop up on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown Live is the Elite, with the Young Bucks, Cody Rhodes, Hangman Page, Marty Scurll, and Kenny Omega all offering huge star power and totally different qualities. The group, who are all former Bullet Club members, are some of the best wrestlers on the planet and have become some of the most popular people in the sport. They're not just great in the ring though, they have huge personalities and great creativity, which has been cleared through their Being the Elite YouTube channel. It has been highly speculated that the entire group is on WWE's radar and that they are interested in signing them when their contracts expire at the end of the year, which means this could potentially happen in 2019 if the group decides. Number 4. Undisputed Era. The Undisputed Era has gone from strength to strength ever since debuting on NXT and has become one of the most popular groups in recent history, all while still being able to maintain their heel gimmicks to keep the group grounded. With Adam Cole in charge and the incredibly talented Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, the group was firing on all cylinders, but then when you add Roderick Strong, who has just enjoyed the best of his career, the group couldn't be any stronger. With brilliant microphone skills and a fantastic chemistry, the WWE Universe is more than ready to see the faction make its way on the main roster, and there's no doubt that with that much talent, the Undisputed Era will be a success when they do get the call-up. Number 3. The Four Horsemen. Often wrestling fans fans don't like it when legendary factions or gimmicks are copied or mimicked. But the Four Horsemen, it makes sense because the idea of having 4 talent together who believe they're the best in the world is something everyone can buy into. WWE can have the group be endorsed by original members if needed, but there are certainly enough talents in the company that could fit this bill, with the likes of Dolph Ziggler and the Revival being perfect examples. A slight throwback to a more old school style of faction is something that would go down well in today's modern WWE. Throwing on the suits and fully committing to the gimmick could produce some of the most interesting heel work in years. Number 2, the new Hart Foundation. Another classic faction that could be brought back together with a modern twist is the Hart Foundation, something that many fans would love to see. While WWE did give us Hart Dynasty many years ago, this would be a much closer to the original group that is arguably one of the greatest factions of all time. Teddy Hart, Davey Boy Smith Jr., and Brian Pillman Jr. are all already putting the steps in place for the group and do the work together for the MLW promotion and have had great success, which proves that the group can work. If you bring them into WWE and have Bret Hart endorse them and potentially add Natalya to the mix, and there is the possibility of creating a fantastic faction, that would be a throwback, while also having a modern twist with totally different personalities. Number 1, Paul Heyman guys. While Paul Heyman's main role is to be the advocate of Brock Lesnar, it feels like WWE could get so much more out of the former ECW owner by having him on the show every single week, rather than randomly whenever Lesnar feels like turning up. Heyman was well known for being the mastermind behind the incredible Dangerous Alliance faction, and there's no reason he couldn't lead a brand new group of talent to the very top of WWE, just as he knows how to do. Allowing Heyman to handpick the talent himself would be a wise move, as he is known for having an eye for talent. And given that the term Paul Heyman guys is often thrown around, that would be a simple name for what could be a dominant faction.